Hello, I'm Annabelle.
And I'm Billy, and we're from Confection Perfection in Maidstone, based in Kent.
We're experts in all aspects of cake decorating.
And today we're going to be showing you a bit about marzipan and cake decorating.
This is how to make a marzipan rose. The first thing you need to do is colour your marzipan. You need to use concentrated paste colour, add a small amount of colour with a cocktail stick and knead it through till it's evenly mixed. You mustn't use a liquid colour, it affects the consistency of the marzipan and makes it too sticky. When you make a marzipan rose, the first thing that you need to do is roll a ball of paste. Once you've rolled it into a ball, then use your fingers to roll one end into a cone shape. Flatten the base so that it stands up. With the remaining paste, you want to roll it reasonably thinly. Use icing sugar to stop the marzipan sticking to your work surface. And you really want to roll this as thinly as you can. If it's too thick, the rose will look very heavy and clumpy. So once you've rolled the marzipan, use a rose petal cutter. Do you want to cut out your first petal? Pinch the top edge between your finger and thumb, and what you're doing is you're thinning the petal so it looks more realistic. So I've pinched around the top edge to thin it, and you then want to wrap this first petal around the cone. You have the cone there with the petal slightly above, and you want to wrap this as tightly as you can around the cone so that you can't see that centre cone. And then you curl one edge of the petal back. That's the first stage of your rose. You then need to cut out another 3 petals. And with each petal, you pinch between your finger and thumb to thin the petal into a more realistic shape. So we'll do this for each one. If it feels too sticky, then you can put a little bit of icing sugar on your hands. You then want to wrap the next 3 petals around your rose. The height of the petal wants to be slightly above the top of the first one, and these need to interleave as you go around the rose cone. Just slot them into the one before and wrap them all around. Pinch them so that they stay in place, and then between your finger and thumb just curl the edges of the petals back. Now if you wanted to make a bud, you'd stop at that point, so that would be a marzipan rose bud. To turn it into a full rose, you cut out another 5 petals. And as we've done before, on each of these petals, you pinch the paste between your finger and thumb to shape the petal. And then these need to wrap around the rosebud. Again, these petals want to be fractionally higher than the ones before, and each one just slots behind the other one so that they're interleaved the whole way round. Then your final petal, it slots in that side and goes over the top of that petal. And then you pinch at the base. Again, between your finger and thumb, just curl the petals back. Once you're happy with the shape of your rose, you want to cut the excess marzipan off the bottom. And there's your marzipan rose.